So tonight I am just going to do a very quick, fast version of chili. Now we've got about a pound of 93% ground beef. I don't know if you've seen me chop up an onion before. One of my first cooking jobs ever, I was back there trying my damnedest to cut an onion. So the guy comes in, and I thought he was a bit of a pompous ass, and he probably was. But he told me whenever he came in, he was like, this is how you cut an onion. And back then we used to have to cut tons of onions. So cut it against the grain this way, with the grain this way, just chop it up. It becomes, so then you end up with these small cubes. You don't want it too small. You can chop it up however you want to, but it gives you some nice, good little rectangular shapes or square shapes of your onion on it. So one onion, then we're coming in with a green pepper. Cut the top of it off, reach in, grab all the seeds, pull all the white stuff out, all the meat out. And then for me, it's just about cutting it in half, then into another quarter, then slice it, turn it sideways, bang it out. Pretty simple, quick. When you're doing chili, it's going to cook for so long, you don't really have to sit there and make them real tiny and real fine. If you've got kids and they're afraid of green peppers or onions, like my mom's kids, and that would be me as well, she used to chop these things up to the point that when she gave me the recipe, I was like, there was no onions and green peppers in that. Are you kidding me? Well, she did that so that my sisters, particularly one in general, wouldn't bitch about having green peppers and onions in there. So, one apiece per pound. If you want to double this recipe, you can completely. All right, so we've got that in there. We're going to turn this on, going in with the lean beef. Again, it doesn't have to be lean beef. I don't know which one, the other beef is a little bit better in a way because it has so much more fat involved. But this is fairly lean, extremely lean at 93%. Stick that on top. I put the beef on top because I want the moisture of the onions and the green peppers to kind of come up through the beef. I want the beef to have that taste going through it. So I sit there on there. You don't have to go high. I've got mine on 7, 8, whatever you want to do. Get it going in there. We're going to cook this up. We want to get these guys as translucent as you can. We're going to add the spices and then go from there. We have a couple of little girls here, one being the biggest ham I've ever known. I'm going to hand the spoon over to her and let her chop this up. I want you to just dig around in there a little bit. There you go. Just dig it around. Perfect. So what she's doing is just kind of digging the meat down into the green pepper and the onion. And as this stuff cooks up, we'll keep going. Thanks, we'll be back in just a second. Alright guys, here we are back again with our other beautiful young lady, O. Take a look at the camera. This is O. She's doing the same thing. She is kneading the meat into the onion and green pepper as it cooks up and gets the juices flowing. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. We just wanted to show you how much fun it is to have the family involved in stuff like this. So I'm opening up a can of kidney beans. Now, a lot of times you don't know how to strain these or drain these or whatever. Here's an easy way. Come on over here to the sink. You got your opening. It's open there. I set it down, drop it in the sink, and let it sit there. My secret to chili. You can always use regular chili powder, which I do as well. But my mother taught me how to use McCormick or some sort of a chili pack. This is your normal chili seasoning there. It really has everything and anything that you want out of it. So, we'll get this thing stirred up in here. We're going to do one packet of this for a pound of meat. This was about 1.2 pounds. Sometimes I like to go a little bit more with the meat to make it a little meatier. Now, over here, I have 1 tablespoon of chili powder, regular chili powder, 1 tablespoon of crushed red peppers. That's how I like to heat my chili. Some people like cayenne, some people like to put fresh jalapeno. I find that I can control the heat a little bit better with the crushed red peppers. Gives you the full mouth feel all the way over. Let's look at this. I've got a non-stick pan. However, if I keep letting it cook, it's going to stick to the bottom. So this thing right here is getting to the point of just a pure paste. Look at that meat. I mean, you can't get any more of a paste than that. First thing I'm going to do is take a large can of just diced tomatoes. You should grab that, pour it in there. I like to put the diced in first because I want to cook some of this into the tomatoes. What this will do, let me stir it real quick and then I'll let you get in there. What this will do is you get it in here to the paste. It's not too wet, but it's just wet enough to keep it from burning. We're down to the tomatoes. Now we're going to put in the tomato sauce. This is going to make it a little more soupy. Give it a little bit more of a chili thing. I just tasted a little bit of this. Pretty spicy. This will also cut down on the spice. I'm going to put this in here. Follow my lead. Grab it. There you go. Pour it in there. There you go. Good job. Alright. So, this is obviously a little more chilled. Let's get in there, stir it up some. You grab it here. Good job. It is good, nice, and red. I mean, that looks like a damn good chili to me right there. Smells fantastic. Everybody in here looks to dig it. So, I'm going to come over. The beans completely drained. Nothing but beans going in there. Perfect way to drain your beans. I don't know how I came up with it. Maybe it's because I'm brilliant. Or just damn smart. But anyway, completely drained. I like a lot of beans. You can put 1 can, 2 cans, depending on what you want to do. I'm going to go with 2. So you've got the red, just enough beans, quite a bit of beef. You can see the green peppers in there. The onions are in there. I mean, that just looks... God, that smells good. So, let's give it a shot. That's perfect. Unbelievable. I would maybe throw another little bit of a can of sauce in here, just for me. And here's why. This is for the Super Bowl party. I'm going to have a lot of people over here, and they're probably going to want to not have it so spicy. But we're going to see how this goes. So, let this cook up this evening. I'm going to let it simmer for probably another 2 hours. Stick it in the fridge, let it cool down. Tomorrow, bring it out, heat it up, bring it up to temperature. It's going to taste fantastic. If I need it, I will throw in a little bit more sauce, and it'll be perfect. Anyway, thanks again for stopping by Any Old Thing, and we'll see you soon.